Parents, if you're worried about your child not having a teacher that day, no need to worry. Although teachers will not be in the classroom, neither will your child. Guilford County School administrators thought the march was so important that just last week they unanimously decided to close school. President Biden's spring offensive brings him to the campus of North Carolina A&T, where he's expected to speak here tomorrow at the Alumni Foundation Event Center around 12 noon to tout his Build Back Better agenda. Now, this is going to be A&T's second presidential visit within the last 5.5 years. Earlier today, I caught up with some students who say they are definitely excited about the visit. Yes, guys, we're here in downtown Greensboro, where last-minute preparations are underway for the 2023 North Carolina Folk Festival. As you can see behind me, streets are already blocked off. In just a matter of hours, the streets are going to be packed with festival attendees from all over the state. As we're moments away from President Joe Biden landing here at Piedmont Triad International Airport as he visits A&T this afternoon. Now, normally Air Force One would land right here on the main runway, but due to the ongoing renovation and rehabilitation of this main runway, President Biden is expected to land on the parallel runway to the east of us. We're here at Piedmont Triad International Airport with airport authorities' annual campus-wide job fair happening just behind me, featuring about a dozen tenants from here on the airport property. Fair organizers told me they expect between 300 and 500 job seekers to attend this year's fair. Now, this comes amid record growth here at the Piedmont Triad International Airport, with both Boom Supersonic and Marshall Airspace both expected to be completed by 2025. Guilford County Schools Superintendent Dr. Sharon Contreras stopped at Peeler Recreation Center last Thursday to give an update on district policies and to address concerns of community members like Ernestine Surgeon.
Children being suspended from school and not having an opportunity for the children or the parents to have a fair hearing, to actually voice their opinion on whether they agree or disagree.
Suspension and attendance issues have been hot-button problems in the school system recently, problems that can have costly effects on students' futures.
One of the number one indicators for predicting whether or not students will drop out of high school or be successful later in life is their attendance in school. So we are working hard to make sure that more students are present and that we remove any barriers.
Some of those barriers include a lack of food, clothing, and problems at home.
There are some situations, as they have addressed in the meeting, in regards to a child not being able to be up to par to walk into the building of the school because of family issues. We have a lot of those issues that come up.
It's been 19 months since an EF2 tornado ravaged East Greensboro, severely damaging 3 schools. Dr. Contreras provided an update on the recovery effort.
Hampton Elementary has closed. With respect to Peeler and Irwin Montessori, we hope that they will be in the plan, our new facilities master plan for being rebuilt or repurposed or renovated so that students have new facilities.
Hope deferred makes the heart sick.
In Greensboro, Jason McMasters, Aggie News. We're here in downtown Greensboro, where last-minute preparations are underway for the 2023 North Carolina Folk Festival. As you can see behind me, streets are already blocked off. In just a matter of hours, the streets are going to be packed with festival attendees from all over the state. Earlier today, I caught up with festival director and CEO Amy Grossman, who told me what it takes to put on an event of this magnitude.
The planning for each year's festival starts a year in advance. It takes an entire year to coordinate all of the logistics required to do the 3-day festival each year. So it's a year-round process with a lot of different people, a lot of different vendors involved. Step one in that process, I think, which is very special for us, is our partnership with the city of Greensboro. I recognize that because we use a lot of spaces in downtown Greensboro, streets, parking lots, and we coordinate very closely with their special events team to make this happen. So that's one of the first things that we do, is just review with the city of Greensboro what we've done in the past, talk about any changes we want to make, and then we go from there. The actual physical setup of the festival starts about 2 weeks in advance of the event. And if folks are, heading out downtown, they'll start seeing tents popping up. They'll see concrete barriers being staged in certain places. So it really is kind of a gradual 2-week build-up to the festival weekend. And then after the festival, it takes about 4 or 5 days to break everything down, pack it all up, and put it away and bring it out again next year.
The festival runs tomorrow, September 8th through Sunday, September 10th. Ms. Grossman told me she expects between 80 and 100,000 people to attend this year's festival. For now, in Greensboro, Jason McMasters, WAGG News.
The North Carolina A&T Cooperative Extension held its 32nd annual Small Farms Week, hosting farmers from all over the state who came to share their expertise and to learn about new trends in the agriculture industry. The capstone to the week was the annual luncheon at the Alumni Event Center, which featured Congresswoman Alma Adams as the keynote speaker. Attendees were very interested in what the Congresswoman had to say as she discussed a variety of topics, including food insecurity, new farm bill legislation, and the role small farms continue to play in the community.
Farmers, where are you? Where you at? Well, my hat's off to all of the farmers out there for all of the great work that you do. All 1,130 of my hats are off to you.
When you talk about farming and what they do, they really keep us going. They keep us alive. They serve our young people, our families, which is one of the reasons why we want to make sure we have a good farm bill. Small farms, as we said, make a big impact. And they make a big impact not only in our communities but across our state, making sure that we have food on the table, making sure that we deal with those nutritional aspects of what we need. We're getting to a point now where we're even beginning to teach children how to eat healthy. They're eating more vegetables and those kinds of things. And I think when we teach them, you put seeds in the ground and it grows and you're able to pick that carrot out and so forth. I think they have a greater appreciation. So when they get older, they're going to be in better health.
Get the banners and follow us. We're marching to the General Assembly.
Local teachers are preparing to march on Raleigh May 1st. They are expected to join thousands of teachers from across the state to protest a variety of issues, including a lack of Medicaid expansion, subpar resources for underserved schools, and statewide employee raises. Teachers also want support staff in schools to be expanded beyond their current numbers. One local teacher says she faces a multitude of challenges that she wants to see addressed.
Resources are very limited. Sometimes technology can be really limited. The time that you put in, versus what you're paid. The support sometimes that you don't receive from administration.
Despite recent gains, North Carolina continues to be on the low end of the National Teacher Pay Scale. In 2018, the National Education Association ranked North Carolina 39th in pay per pupil spending.
Parents, if you're worried about your child not having a teacher that day, no need to worry. Although teachers will not be in the classroom, neither will your child. Guilford County School administrators thought the march was so important that just last week, they unanimously decided to close school.
So given the number of absences requested, there were not enough substitutes to be able to be in the classrooms or to provide adequate classroom coverage or student supervision. So the board made a decision to close schools on May 1.
The Guilford County Association of Educators say they expect about 2,500 teachers and staff members to attend the march in Raleigh. For now, in Greensboro, Jason McMasters, WAGG News. And there he is. President Biden has just arrived in Greensboro. He's departing Air Force One right now, making his way down the stairs to greet our local dignitaries and Mayor Nancy Vaughn, Governor Roy Cooper, County Commissioner Skip Austin, as well as Representative Kathy Manning here at Piedmont Triad International Airport. Big day for Greensboro. This is Greensboro's third presidential visit within the last 5.5 years. President Barack Obama was here in 2016. President Trump was here in 2017. And now President Biden is here with us today, 2022, April the 14th.